Hi everyone, Sid here, back again for another shaving rant. Fair warning, the word nigga will be said many times in this video. But before I get into that, I just want to let you know today's lather will be Pro Raso Blue, to which I will add lavender and tea tree oil. And for the aftershave, I'll be going back to Bobanum. So today I'd like to share my thoughts on an article that's been bouncing around my Facebook anyway. From a site called the Free Thought Project. I'm gonna link to the video under this one, to the article. But the article is about a video, which you know what? I'm gonna link to that video directly also. So I'm gonna link directly to that video and bounce it off the Free Thought Project. But basically, it's about a cop who's being trolled on Xbox and. In his tirade says that he gets paid, I get paid to beat up niggas like you. And the first thought that comes to mind is that even, there's no doubt in my mind that they're racist cops. There's no doubt in my mind that they're racist, name any job you want. But the thing is, if this guy is indeed a racist cop, let's just say that he is for now. My biggest problem with this guy isn't so much that he's a racist, but it's more that he's a cop. For more nuances on what I just said, I would refer you to my video on the dual role of cops, which I linked to under this video also. But in short, I'm all for peacekeeping, but law enforcement, you know, you can go fuck yourself, basically. Obviously, I won't say that to a cop's face, because cops are people, especially when they're on duty, they can basically kill you with impunity. So, you know, something I say often is that if I'm being attacked, if some thug jumps out from behind a dumpster and says, "Give me your wallet," I'm just gonna give him my wallet. And it's when talking about cops that I say this. And the funny thing is, and I know I'm digressing from what I said I was gonna talk about, everyone intuitively knows this. I mean, I make comments to people all day about how, especially traffic tickets, which is what most people are familiar with, it's, I make comments about how it's about generating money, and I haven't seen anyone say, well, you know, it's because it's dangerous to roll fast or to roll through a stop sign, so that's why they need to teach us a lesson and all that shit. It's intuitively everyone knows that cops in their law enforcement capacity anyway don't give a shit about you. So I'm just gonna lather up my mouth and hopefully I'll get back on track. Just a sec. So yeah, according to the Free Thought Project article, Dave, who's the one who runs Hood Gaming TV, which is the channel that the video is from, apparently received a racist message from this cop, and then invited him to an Xbox party where basically Dave was very successfully trolling the cop. And that's the thing. I mean, first of all, if you watch other videos from this channel, which I have, and quite frankly, I'm a fan of his work. I subscribed. I laughed out loud many times watching his video. I think it's really funny what he does. Hopefully, I can get into that a bit later. But the guy, every other word out of his mouth is nigga, and I think that, first of all, the voice message that he gets that's in the video isn't racist at all. It's more this cop saying, you know, you talk a lot of shit for someone who sucks that bad, or something to that effect. Now, if he did in fact receive a racist message before the footage that's shown in the video, in context compared to what he says in the rest of his channel, I don't think it's that big of a deal. I mean, I compare it to some stripper who's working, some stripper at work during her break saying, "Men only see me for my body." Like, what are you doing? You know, you're freaking stripping. If in fact the message that he received was racist, I don't think, you know, he says every other sentence he says starts with nigga, including in that video, and from the videos that I've watched, I think, well, this isn't funny, but I think the most racist thing that was told to him in the video was some dude saying, "Your whole family will be hanging from my tree." And even other gamers in that lobby were like, "Ooh," and yeah, I think that's the most racist thing that I've heard. I think that he's a pretty good troll. I mean, I've seen better, but again, I'm really entertained by what he does, enough to subscribe to his channel. And coming back to the video that inspired the article, I think that the video isn't so much evidence that it's evidence that doesn't really support the argument cops are racist as much as it supports the argument cops are stupid and have chips on their shoulders. And by the way, either one of those arguments isn't very fair when you base it on one YouTube video. But I think both arguments have evidence that you can find outside that could be interesting. But I'll be right back. So yeah, I mean, this guy is a pretty obvious troll, and as I said many times, he's quite entertaining. As a matter of fact, you'll see him get friend requests during a lot of his videos. I think what he does is hilarious, and for someone to not see through that and actually get all worked up over some guy threatening to come to your house and shoot it up. And by the way, he's constantly threatening to come to people's houses and trace their IP and shoot them and shit like that. I mean, it's the typical jerky boy formula where you're always escalating, always escalate, and I think that for someone to not see through that, it's not the sharpest knife in the drawer, let's say. And I think that this cop obviously has a chip on his shoulder because, I mean, let's say he really was like super built and could beat up anyone at will, which cops can do anyway. But let's just say that he could do it without the baton and the taser and all that shit. If he had the confidence, I don't think he would be making such a big deal. Like if someone was threatening to beat up Pacquiao on Xbox, I don't think he'd be like, "I promise you, if you're just standing in front of me, you wouldn't be talking all this shit right now," and all that shit. And again, this guy, the one thing that I will totally agree to is that this guy clearly has a chip on his shoulder because he's behaving in a way that clearly demonstrates a need to prove himself. But even if the guy is racist, which I don't see any evidence in this video to support, I see evidence that he's stupid and has a chip on his shoulder. But even if the guy was racist, my problem with him is that he bullies people for money, and the truth behind that statement I just made is proportionate to the amount of traffic tickets this guy's handed out, or the amount of other victimless crimes that this guy's enforced. I mean, even if he's racist, it's kind of like saying, "Did you know Stalin called his secretary sugar tits? I mean, sure, you might be a dick, but let's manage our priorities here. Yes, if he's racist, he's probably gonna come up with reasons to bully black people around more than white people. But the bottom line is, he can kill people at will while he's on the job, and he basically has free license to pull people over, i.e., threaten to kill them if they don't pull over, and demand money from them. Not necessarily at gunpoint, but the gun is there, and everyone knows that the gun is there. And everyone knows what happens when a cop behind you turns on his cop lights and you don't pull over. He's gonna do any and everything he feels he has to, up to and including running you off the fucking road to teach you a lesson about safe driving. So, do I have anything to add to this video? Not really. So, as I finish applying my aftershave, I will thank you for watching this video. Please leave any comments right under here. Feel free to like and share. I think that this topic is interesting, and the video in question has over 30,000 views, so statistically you've seen this video already. But what I'd like to say is that any likes and shares and comments would be appreciated. And on Twitter, I'm at SidRockMTL. My Tumblr is sidrock.tumblr.com. And please subscribe to me on YouTube. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you soon. And I won't post a video to his channel because I'll post a link to his video so you can check it out from there. And thank you again for watching. I'll see you soon. You take care.